here's the thing, right? I'm just thinking if I put Pikachu here, right? And then I move this dog down here. And then I take this, right? And I do this. Yeah, that's good as well. What else? Doctor Strange. Here, I'll get rid of him. I'll put him somewhere. But you know what? In the end, what I'm actually going to do is actually just put everything back the way it was. So nothing has really changed. But you know what? I've done it the hard way. Do you know what? There's nothing like doing things the hard way. Is there, Chelsea? Welcome to the final verdict of the season. Hello guys, how are you getting on? My name is Aaron Kelly and welcome to the final Premier League verdict for 2020-21, and this video is going to review what has been a hectic final day in the Premier League, with Liverpool and Chelsea securing Champions League football for next season, but some of us did it in a more professional way than others. Before we get into any of that though, we hit 400 subscribers last night after I uploaded the Premier League goal recreations for April, so thank you so much for that. I'd like to be able to think that we might be able to hit 500 by the end of the summer, but how likely is that? We'll make a push for it anyway. We're going to be making lots and lots of content with the Euros coming up as well, so keep an eye out for that. Also, the other day I was announced to be taking part in Third Time Lucky 2, obviously the charity event that I did back a couple of months ago was for the NHS. This time it's for Mind Charity. It's going to be a banging football video going up on the stream Friday next, the 28th of May from 6 PM. Alright, so keep an eye out for that. Public service announcement's over. Let's get into the video. I am going to start off at the Etihad, although the game at the Etihad had no real effect on anything really. Manchester City, already champions, beat Everton by 5-0. But the significance of this game being that it was Sergio Aguero's final game in the Premier League for Manchester City, and oh my god, did he make an impact. Aguero came off the bench in the second half to score twice, and it was the ideal way for the Man City striker to sign off. And can I just say, what an unbelievable servant he has been to Manchester City, and what an unbelievable forward he has been in the Premier League in the 10 years he's been here. He has been an absolute joy to watch, and he rolled back the years with 2 absolutely brilliant goals yesterday, and the perfect way for Man City to sign off in front of their fans for the first time this season. It's a bit of a rarity, isn't it, to see fans back in the stadium, but it is great, and it was great that City were able to celebrate with their fans in the stadium. So, wholesome moment of the day. What wasn't so wholesome was the top 4 race on the final day, and it switched up multiple times throughout the day, and my heart palpitations were going through the fucking roof. Leicester City took the lead against Tottenham through a Jamie Vardy penalty, and that game was just unbelievable. Liverpool beat Crystal Palace by 2-0 thanks to 2 goals in either half, or a goal in either half from Sadio Mane, and what's been a tough season for him. That win made Liverpool finish third thanks to Chelsea's 2-1 defeat to Aston Villa. Bertrand Traore and Anwar El Ghazi with the goals. And once El Ghazi scored that penalty, lads, I genuinely stopped watching because I couldn't take it. And as things stood at that point, Leicester were beating Tottenham, Liverpool were beating Palace, Chelsea were losing. So at that point, Chelsea were outside the top 4. And it was going to go down as one of the biggest bottle jobs in history. But alas, it was Leicester that bottled it in the end. And I know that sounds harsh because it's a club like Leicester, who are, you'd have to say, on paper, overachieving. But you'd have to say they threw this away big time. They lost 4-2 in the end to Tottenham Hotspur. And it was 2 late goals from Gareth Bale, of all people, that won the game for Tottenham in what will probably be his final game for the club. Harry Kane also scored in what might also be his final game for the club. And Tottenham's win meant they secure Europa Conference League for next season, which is a new European competition below the Europa League. So yeah, good luck to them in that. But I can't believe, like, the irony of it, that Chelsea had to rely on Tottenham Hotspur to do the business for us. Like, it's absolutely unbelievable. You can't write a script like this only in the Premier League. Chelsea pulled one back through Ben Chilwell to make it 2-1 in the end, but it wasn't enough to get the victory. And there was a couple of worrying things in Chelsea yesterday, and it was the performance, obviously, which was dog shit. Don't get me wrong, it was awful. If you're losing away to Villa, I get it, Villa are a great side, they've really established themselves back in the Premier League, but I would have fancied us to beat Villa yesterday, hands down. If you told me before the game that we're going to lose 2-1, I'd have told you to go away and behave yourself. Again, that's no disrespect to Villa, but they absolutely played Chelsea off the park and they were brilliant. Kovacic came back in. Obviously, Kante got a knock against Leicester during the week and didn't want to be risked with the Champions League final coming up this weekend. We'll get into that in a minute. Kovacic came in and he was awful. He was so poor, and Pulisic was poor. Mason Mount felt like he was trying too hard. And Chelsea, don't get me wrong, before going behind through our former player Bertrand Traore, missed so many chances. Like Mason Mount, Timo Werner, like there was chances there for Chelsea to really put this game to bed inside the first 20-25 minutes. And then Traore scored, and Edouard Mendy suffered a knock. He clashed into the post after Traore's shot flew past him and off the other side of the bar, and he had to go off at half-time with Kepa coming on. And that, apart from the performance, is probably the most worrying thing for Chelsea. Are we going to be lacking Edouard Mendy for the most important game that this club has had in, nearly 10 years? It looks like that might be the case, and if that's the case, oh boys. After watching Man City yesterday, I'm very much worried for the Champions League final now. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy to be going into the Champions League final knowing that we've secured top 4 football. Obviously not off our own accord. Thank you to Tottenham once again. But the form and the way we're playing at the minute is just so poor, and it's very worrying. It is very worrying, especially the way Man City played yesterday. Obviously, they put on a show for their fans and scored 5 past Everton. And genuinely, the thought after that game was, are they going to do the same to us on Saturday? And if they do, that is going to be the biggest embarrassment of all time. And let's get things straight here. Going into this game on Saturday, Chelsea are very much underdogs. I might make a little preview video going into it, but the plan at the minute is that myself and Jack are going to do, not live, but a reaction to the game, and that'll be my verdict for that game. But I'm genuinely worried for Chelsea on Saturday. I really am, because City are an unbelievable side. Think about the form they've been in this second half of the season since Christmas, and I gotta give kudos to them again. I know this video is a little bit all over the place, but we'll just roll with it. City were 8th in the table at Christmas. 8th. But you have to seriously worry for Chelsea now. And right now I'm fearing the worst. The absolute worst. Whatever happens, happens, lads. You know what I mean? Whatever happens, happens. We won't be able to change it. City are, let's be honest, a far better side than us. That wraps it up, lads. Chelsea finished 4th, Liverpool finished 3rd, and Leicester once again missing out on Champions League football. Some other noteworthy results from the Premier League final day was West Ham's 3-0 win over Southampton to secure Europa League football for them, and Sheffield United got a win as well. That's a bit mad. It did leave a bit of a sour taste in my mouth, the way Chelsea clinched top 4. Obviously, I'm happy that we did it, but the way we did it was just so unbelievable. We did it in the worst way possible. To lose to Aston Villa and have to rely on bloody Tottenham and Gareth Bale to achieve top 4 for Chelsea is just absolutely bloody mind-blowing. But thankfully we've done it, and thank you once again, I think for the 3rd or 4th time this video, to Tottenham Hotspur for helping us get there, because honestly, I don't know what we would have done. But let us know in the comments for Leicester, alright? They were a team that spent the most amount of days this season in the top 4, to now not finish in there again, it's got to be looked on as a bottle job. I know they won the FA Cup and that was an unbelievable day for them, but to spend the most amount of days in the top 4 than any other team in the division and not finish there at the end of the season and drop out on the final day again, similar to last season when they lost to Man United, it's not a good look, is it? It really isn't. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Also, Chelsea fans, talk to me. How badly we're going to be beaten by Man City on Saturday. Oh no. But that's it now, lads. Thank you guys for watching another season of the Premier League verdict. I can now take a bit of a break from Chelsea. Until Saturday, and then after Saturday we can take a break again. And then we're straight into the Euros content, and I'm very much looking forward to that. Let me know if you are too in the comment section down below. Thank you once again for 400 subscribers. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy, lads, and subscribe if you're new. Let's push for 500 before the end of the summer, lads. I think we can do it. And yeah, we'll catch you next time. Take care and good luck. I've been trying to find a way to make it work.